Yeah. Okay, welcome to the Historic District Commission. After presentation by the applicant, members of the public will be allowed 2 opportunities to speak on agenda items. I will ask anyone from the public if they have questions of the applicant to understand the project. After questions are closed, the chair will ask if anyone from the public has comments. Members of the public will have up to 3 minutes per person to comment. Comments should be limited to the exterior design of the building and site. Comments will not be allowed as to the interior design or use of the project. Thank you. And our first item is the Town of New Shoreham, Mary D. Park, Plat 6, Lot 147, and Plat 6, Lot 146, application by the Old Harbor Task Force to modify the installation of the sundial sculpture on Plat 6, Lot 147. A bluestone walkway, landscaping, and rebuild a stone wall on Plat 6 and Lot 146, previously approved in 2022.
Hi, I'm Margie Cummings, and I am chair of the Old Harbor Task Force. The first thing I want to correct is, and I don't know how this happened, the stone wall is not being resurrected because, as Martha well knows, there was never a stone wall there. So there are lots of stones. It certainly looked to me as though there should have been a stone wall there. But the fact of the matter is, when we check all the records, there was no stone wall. So that was removed 2 years ago. And somehow or other, that must not have gotten transferred. So that's the first thing. Second thing, we've had over the last 2 years, some changes on how we're going about both paying for the park and how we're going to construct it. So I wanted to just give you a quick update. We have still keeping the sculpture exactly the same as we did when we brought it to you, the sundial, and it's on a base, which at this point is sitting in my den. I can't wait to get it into the park. We have decided that with the benches would look much better if we put it into a patio circle. So we widened the patio to 30 feet. That will also include some additional bluestone beside what's under the benches that will be moved at the same time. In fact, the benches, if you know, have already been moved and they're in storage at this present time. And we found that in order to pay for this, because it's going to cost a little bit more than we had anticipated, we sold bricks the past year and actually sold about 145 of them. So that got added into the design of the patio, the engraved bricks. The bricks are exactly the same as the bricks that are in the other side of the park. In fact, they're the leftover bricks from that other part of the park where there is a terrace. When we went to take a look at the slope going down to the water, we realized that it was a little steeper than we had anticipated. As a result, in order to make the pathway ADA compliant, we have decided to have it come in at the edge of the property, just north of the tree that you have in that big picture in front of you. It will swing around and come in from the south side, because in order for the sundial to work, it must be on an axis that's due north. So you have to come in from the south in order to read it and have it work correctly. So those are basically the changes. Plantings are still going to be the same. That does not change. There will still be the bike racks, but the location will probably be some on each side of the park. And those are movable and put in by the town and removed every summer. So they're not really part of our design, but they will be there. Questions? The bicycle racks. They are in the design there, but they are, because they're movable, the town puts them in the spring and in theory takes them out in the fall, although I noticed that some winters they've stayed there. The one that will they'll be able to walk across the grass to get to it. There should be space, or they could get on the pathway and just ride their bike or push their bike around to the bike rack. But knowing people, I imagine they'll walk across the lawn and put it in the bike rack. Yes, it's okay. Not ideal, but okay. If down the road, we got to see how it was working. If we find that as a problem, we could easily put a bed of slow-growing bushes that would prevent them from doing that and guide them the way we want them to go. So that's also a possibility.
They're going to take the shortest distance.
And that's human nature, Arthur. I agree with you. They're going to take the shortest part,
We
which
can
is why I think they're going to walk across the grass.
suggest a pathway, but
We,
and hope.
yes, we will see how it works. Having done this before, we've seen how it worked. And at times, if we've had to, we've put some barrier in the way to guide them to where we want them to go. So I think that will work fine. And as I said, the Mike Shea likes the idea at this point of putting a few of they're 6 feet, I think they're 6 feet wide, putting maybe 3 bike racks on one side and 3 bike racks on the other side. And there is room to do that. Other questions?
If there's no questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion that we approve these changes to, this is the Mary D. Park,
Yes, South End.
South End.
Uh,
Any comments? Findings of fact would be that it's in keeping with the rest of the park, the same materials, same benches, same bricks.
And it will be ADA compliant, which is one of the reasons we redesigned part of the park.
True, ADA compliant, and it'll only enhance the whole park. Ambiance down there.
Yeah, we will provide seating, and eventually we hope that tree will grow a little larger and provide a little more shade. It is the only tree in that area. I know. Yeah.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Thank you very much. We hope if everything goes according to plan, we will break ground in early to mid September. So keep my fingers crossed. Thank you very much.
Enjoy it.
I noticed it. We served it a couple of times over the last 10 years that I've been involved in this to make sure that it stays as healthy as possible. And that's one of the reasons we were very interested in making sure that our digging did not interrupt roots and involved with the path curving around it and not putting the decent stone in doing the pressed stone dust. That way we could work on the side above the roots.
And yes, somebody was asking about, you probably saw this already, about cleaning some stones, some bricks.
Yes, we've been talking about that. Unfortunately, we are victims of our own success. The parks are very well used and they attracted sand, and that has eroded some of the grading bricks, which we did not anticipate having.
Are they green or the
Both, they are graded and sugarcane, and it's all done by machine, as they're done. So once they're in the ground and cemented in place, they're sort of stuck. So yes, we are aware of that, and so far we've got a solution that we can afford.
we would be fine?
Yes,
And more.
yeah, we talked about that. And said. But yeah, we are aware of that, and we're keeping in mind, but that's it, I'm happy to say we were extremely successful. People are using those benches year round here.
Oh, it's so well used.
And we're definitely thrilled about that. We're sorry that the paint is sort of worn off and the bricks are still fine. It's just that it's hard to read. And some people have been upset that their brick has faded. And I think it's been for a good cause. Not their heads, but they're still upset.
Their brick is extra loved.
And it's lovely. I will borrow that face. Thank you. Anything else I can answer you?
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And just get started.
What is the timeline on the signs that they, right there, no, that's not right. That's not Marty.
No.
That's the chamber.
That's the chamber. The chamber.
Yeah.
We're all part of the same Main Street Brand, and that's one of the reasons you're having to raise the extra money, is that the Main Street Brand is spread around a number of projects. And we got a good amount, I'm not complaining, but this has turned out to be more expensive than we had anticipated, because we did large size patio and or bluestone and so forth. So that's why we went to somebody first, to figure out the money necessary to take this part. But that's part of the chamber, so.
No, thank you.
Okay,
Okay.
great. Thank you guys, have a good evening. Bye.
Okay, the next item is Gregory and Crystal Bayer. And we're going to have to table that because the application is incomplete. And the next item is Settlers Rock Realty LLC for signs, and nobody is here from Settlers Rock Realty.
Yeah. Sure.
So we'll have to table that.
Yes. I mean, it's up to you. You can have a conversation, you can table it, but there was a previously approved sign in this. That's been there a better part of the summer.
I don't think there was so many repetitions of the name of the business or the, but why don't we ask the person who wants to do this?
But you have information, this is not the sign.
So the previously approved sign was for the daily storage and lockers, which it's on the tabulation sheet. I left it on there because all he did was change the picture in the frame.
So we'll just keep this application till next month.
Okay. I mean, it's already there.
The sign is already there.
Yeah, I made him come back because I noticed, I saw the sign and we
Oh.
politely said you need to get permission to change it. So I had them come back with it. So you can 100% wait if you want to, but I'm just letting you know the sign is already there.
Well,
No,
I would like to, I'll talk to Jen about that and find out what we have to do. Because if it's already there, you can't do that.
Right, it's there, so my understanding, he was submitted this to correct.
right.
the
Because-
situation,
Right.
But
When I spoke with him about the sign, saying he needed to come for permission, he thought because you had granted him previous permission for the other sign in the same spot, that it was his sign and he could change it. He didn't realize that he needed to come back for that, which is why it's here.
Okay, well,
Because that's the same spot where his other sign was. Right, which is why we told him he needed to come back. He did it not realizing.
and this is the application. for the
Yes.
Current sign. His
Right.
Intention is to make it a corrected.
Right,
situation,
right.
But he's not.
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
So I
I
think
just
we,
wanna catch up.
No, that's okay. And if you,
I think we have to table it so that he can come and explain himself, and I'll ask Jen meanwhile how we handle that.
okay.
Because other companies who have put up signs, we've made them take it down. So I want to be fair across the board.
No, that's fine. But if we wait till August, I mean, the season's almost over.
Right, well.
No, I know. I'm just letting
have
you,
to come down before then, I'll ask her.
okay.
Right, ask her, is it an administrative thing at this?
Right,
point? If
right,
everything's
right,
compliant and it
right.
follows.
Exactly.
Regulation and guidelines. Sure.
Okay.
That's quite possible.
Let's go on to the next thing, the update on the Block Island Chamber of Commerce application for Wayfarer signs. What do you have an update?
The update, I did let Arlene and Bill know, Mike Shea came to talk to me to just let you know. They had to move the position of 2 or 3 signs that you approved too in the historic district. I can remember if it was 2.
Yeah,
The
only
one,
few inches or a foot.
right, right, the one at the church went from one side of the steps to the other because that's where their water line is and they didn't want to break the water line. And then the one at the Historical Society was for
Someone.
your line of sight at the stop sign.
Right.
They moved it over just so you could see.
Okay.
So that's my update. He just wanted to let you know that we had to move them ever so slightly for vision in water lines.
All right, so we'll hold on to the sign application and the Bayer thing
Okay.
until next month.
Yep.
The next item is the minutes, approval of the minutes. And I read them. There's just some minor corrections.
That's okay. Did you mark them on there?
Well, I'll tell you what they are.
Well, I don't have a copy. That's why I'm asking.
Well, huh?
I didn't bring a copy with me.
Well, you won't understand my writing here. so.
Okay.
April 28th.
Yep.
The last item. Arlene Tunney suggested speaking with Old Harbor Task Force about the current signs, that all the beach signs have the same symbol. And we didn't write down what the action was, what we agreed to. What the committee agreed to for that item.
For the way.
Yeah,
signed it is signed.
right.
I thought it was just suggestion. Because April's
Yeah.
was the.
Well, basically what we just discussed.
It was a non-vote because that was just to let you know they were doing the project. It wasn't an actual application. Yeah. Yes. Last month. You did.
Okay, the other thing is Eureka Hotel, same minutes. It says Arlene Tunney asked about the shutters, making sure they meet code. I didn't say anything about code for them. You weren't even
Yeah, I
ready.
didn't understand that
Yeah.
comment about the shutters. I didn't remember that.
Take it out.
I can take it out, but I know someone mentioned the shutters, making sure that they met the guidelines because we have,
Well, I think it was not code, but it was, they're not plastic, they're not, Right.
But the district guidance.
to our.
do you want me to change it to guidelines?
There should be two, yeah, HD, yeah,
Not building.
right.
All right, I'll change it to guidelines.
Okay, and then that's all for I think I have for the 28th.
All right,
Then
right.
for May 18th, TMG BI Realty, item number 2. It says Miss Arlene,
Oh, sorry.
you did that a lot, so you got.
It's spell check.
Made the approval for final approval. I made a motion for final. approval.
Oh, all right.
And the same thing for the next item.
All right, 2 and
Not
3.
Arlene made a motion, not an approval for final approval.
Okay.
It's just a
And
typo.
your agenda has May 9th. Put the minutes in a.
Okay.
Thank you. And then the following item, the Whitestone Realty, also, you spelled my name again wrong, and I made a
Oh, no, it's
motion,
spell check.
not an approval. And then the next item is Plat 6, Blue Dory Resorts, and Plot 19, Salt Pond Settlement. What was the report of administrative application approvals there? You just didn't have them mentioned, but they don't say what was resolved.
Oh, okay. It wasn't, it was just to let you know that they were answered the email and the building permit, but I'll put that in.
Okay. And then June 23rd, again, I'm Arlene, not Arlene. And that's
That's all right. I need to add your name to my spell check. I think it changes it on purpose.
And on the second page of that, Black Island Conservancy, the 10 by 16 observation platform, a step that is 8 inches high instead of inched.
Oh, okay.
And then my name is spelled wrong again. Uh, And the last sentence is, so the business could open and ask that the applicant come before the board, not came.
Okay.
They're just little typos.
No, that's okay.
Spell check lets it go because it's a real word, but
Right. So change your name on everything.
yeah. Yeah, well, don't tell them that.
I'm just gonna add your name to spell check. That's the only thing I can think of. It's taking out an E, right? It's saying ARLE.
It's adding an E. It's calling me Araline.
Oh, right. Okay. Right. It's adding the E. It's not okay.
I guess. I mean, somebody's got it.
Could be it.
Okay. So we need an individual motion for each of those with those corrections, please.
Right.
Yes, it has 3 months worth. I need separate motions.
Oh. Well, I make a motion that we correct the minutes as we accept and correct the minutes and then accept them as corrected.
Okay.
For each item, you just.
Right, for April 28th. Oh,
May.
May 19th, it should be instead of 18th.
Yep.
And what was the third one?
June 20.
June 23.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
And do we have a motion to adjourn?
Second.